Here I'm going to be doing a little bit of experimentation with a Shelley Tram. It's an IP Engineering Shelley Tram kit. This is a current kit that you can still get from IP Engineering. I think they make it because it's very popular. There was a point at which they'd made a sample, and then there was a call put out to see if there's any interest in having some more. So there must be a few of them about. Now, the first thing I'm going to try and do, I guess, is ask a question of people. Have any other people had troubles with it derailing? I bought this from a model shop down in Cardiff, and there'll be a video of me going to the model shop. I was very delighted to find a few items in there. Now, as well as this, I bought a couple of IP Engineering rail buses. These are not current models, but I recognize them straight away because I bought one a while ago, and this is one of the first models I ever made. I bought the 45mm gauge version, and so on these models you had to specify whether it was 45mm or 32mm that you wanted. These three items had come from an SM32 modeler, so they were the 32mm gauge. Now, on these rail buses, the wheels here are 32mm wheels, and the bogie is a 32mm bogie, and there's no way of changing that. I might be able to re-gauge the wheels, the motorized wheels at the back, so the bogie will need to be rebuilt to run on my track. But this comes as gauge adjustable, and so there's grub screws on the wheels, so with a little Allen key there you can re-gauge the wheels. Anyway, so I've re-gauged them from 32 to 45, but it constantly derails on my track. And what I notice is the wheelbase is very short, and I'm just wondering if anybody else is having any trouble with it derailing. In order to get a better idea of what's going on, what I'm going to do is detach the motorized chassis from the body and then run it just as a chassis and see if I can see what's going on, and I will report back when I've done that. And in the meantime, I'm just discharging and recharging the batteries that came with it, because these is they've had these in stock for a little while. And the only other little minor thing is I think the person who put the bell on put the bell the wrong way around. That's not a big deal. So that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Have a look at why it is derailing all the time as I try and run it on my garden track. Right, I've re-gauged the chassis of the Shelley Tram to 45mm gauge. It appears to fit the track quite nicely, and yeah, it does appear to fit the track reasonably well. So what I'm going to do is apply the power from the battery to the motor, and this, I don't know which way it's going to run, and hopefully I can prop that up so I can see it. That will just plug into there. Oh, it was just there. So it's possibly, that's running okay. Oh, no, it keeps, I want to find out what it is that keeps knocking it off the track. Okay, let's send it back. That managed to get down here. Let it go back again. And try and see what the things are that catch it. That's running well along there. Oh, look at that. No, it's completely derailed there. It's completely derailed there. there. It's slipping down, isn't it? Well, the track here does get abused. And it does look rather distorted. I've had some workmen in briefly doing some work in the garden. I think they might have had something heavy resting on there to support their plank. So that track, but it did something similar further down. Have a look. Well, I'm stalling the motor at the moment. There we are, it's running, the motor's rolling nicely. And now it seems to cope with my track. So it would seem as though it would be worth putting the body back on now, knowing it's regauged.